Okay, so the commander at large, the Nazi chief, Gregory Bovino, the one that kind of sounds like SpongeBob, who has been he's been like the face of Customs and Border Patrol throughout this siege on Minneapolis, especially, but on multiple different cities, and he's the one who goes around with like the long green jacket that literally looks like a Nazi jacket. It's absolutely fucking insane. So earlier today, we saw reporting that he had been told to leave the state of Minnesota along with a bunch of other agents. And then it came out that he his accounts had been suspended on social media. And then now we're getting this news, and it was just like recently, that Greg Bovino loses his job. The Border Patrol chief has been ousted from his role as commander at large and will return to El Centro. So this is him. He just looks like a fucking douche. Like, and if you heard him speak, he's just such an asshole. And like, I'm glad that he's losing his job, but that's not enough. And like, they're trying to like cover and like shift blame with this, and it's like kind of bullshit because he's not the issue here. ICE is. Stephen Miller is. Like, what the fuck that Homan guy's name is? Steve Homan? Or what the fuck his name is? One who sounds like he swallowed a fucking frog. Him, Christy Nome, Stephen Miller. Like, this motherfucker needs to be charged. He oversaw not one, but two murders on the street in one city within like a 2 to 3 week period. He needs to be fucking charged. Like, arrested, charged, and put away. Like, he was in charge, and under his supervision, two people not died, two people were murdered. Murdered. It wasn't an accidental death. They were executed on the fucking street. No due process, no arrest, no crime, nothing. Just shot mercilessly. One in the face and one in the back. Gregory Bovino has been removed from his role as Border Patrol Commander at large and will return to his former job in El Centro, California, where he's expected to retire soon. Thank God. But retirement is what, like, that. This motherfucker doesn't deserve a fucking vacation. He deserves to go to fucking jail. The fuck? Hello? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, and you can't just, like, the Trump administration is gonna try and like throw him under the bus, be like, okay, we got rid of him, we're gonna go do better stuff now. No, bitch, you need to get rid of all the fucking ICE agents. Like, and the Democrats in the Senate better fucking block that fucking vote that they say that they're gonna block, because if they don't, then they're gonna be supporting the fucking Gestapo. Like, there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is the Gestapo. This is fascism. This is authoritarianism. It's here. You're living in it. Look around. Do something about it. You need to fight. Like, fight. If you ever asked yourself, why didn't anybody stand up against the Nazis and say this is wrong? Well, you have your answer right now. What are you gonna do? According to a DHS official and two people with knowledge of the change. Bovino's sudden demotion is the clearest sign yet that the Trump administration is reconsidering its most aggressive tactics after the killing Saturday of 37-year-old Alex Preddy by Border Patrol agents under Bovino's command. It wasn't a killing, it was a murder, cold-blooded murder. Earlier today, President Trump appeared to signal in a series of social media posts a tactical shift in the administration's mass deportation campaign. Trump wrote that he spoke with Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, whom the White House is blaming for inciting violence, and the two men are now on a similar wavelength. Tom Homan, that's what his name is, Tom Homan, not Steve Homan. Sorry. Tom Homan, the former ICE chief, whom Trump has designated border czar, will head to Minnesota to assume command of the federal mobilization there, Trump said. Well, that's not, no. Okay, just like taking the one guy who was in charge out of it is not the issue. The issue is that my ICE is in Minnesota. Get them the fuck out of there. Like, what? There is no undocumented immigration crisis in Minnesota up by the Canadian border. Hate to break it to you, But us Canadians, we're pretty good where we are. We don't really want to, we're not clamoring to get in the border right now, especially. We actually like our healthcare. We actually like our social safety nets. We actually like that our government isn't running us up off the street indiscriminately and killing us. Like, these are things that we actually enjoy. We like having access to prescription medication that doesn't cost us an arm and a fucking leg. Like, we enjoy having things like maternity leave. We enjoy all of these things. We enjoy having a pension plan. Like, fuck off. I know. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem and her close advisor, Corey Lewandowski, her slam piece, Corey Lewandowski, who were Bovino's biggest backers at DHS, are also at risk of losing their jobs, 2 people told me. Well, good. They better. The fuck? ICE is underneath Kristi Noem. The buck stops with her, technically. Really, and in reality, the buck stops with Stephen Miller and Donald Trump. But at the same time, Kristi Noem is directly responsible for ICE. She's the secretary of DHS. That is an organization that is responsible for the oversight of the organization of Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement. So, like, I don't understand why she hasn't been, like, hit with any, like, she should have been fired a long time ago. Her response to the Texas floods? It took, like, multiple days to respond. She has done so many different things. That $200 million ad campaign that she funneled funds into her friend's business, the $200 million we spent on private jets for ICE officials. Why the fuck do they need private jets? For the past 7 months, Bovino has been the public face of a traveling immigration crackdown on cities governed by Democrats. That part. Cities governed by Democrats. That's the only, like, it's a soft civil war. It is. Like, there is no ifs, ands, or doubts about it. That's just what it is at this point. Like, if they really wanted to tackle illegal immigration and undocumented immigrants, I'm sure they would go to the states along the southern border, near the southern border. Have you seen them going, like, roaming the streets in Florida? Have you seen them roaming the streets in Texas? Have you seen them roaming the streets in even, like, New Mexico? No. They go to these completely blue cities, completely blue states, and they go and fucking cause fucking chaos. Like, they're killing people, rounding people up off the street, wearing masks with guns, like, shooting people with ammunitions, like, non-lethal ammunitions, like, indiscriminately for no fucking reason. Like, it's fucking pandemonium. Like, it's absolutely fucking insane. They are not making anything or anybody safer. They are only causing chaos and danger and murders. Like, they're literally killing people. Noem and other Trump officials gave Bovino the commander title and sent him and his masked border agents to Chicago, Charlotte, New Orleans, and then Minneapolis. Bovino became a mega social media star as he traveled the country with his own film crew. What the fuck? And used social media to hit back at Democratic politicians and random critics online. Wow, so professional. Veteran ICE and CBP officials grew more and more uneasy as Bovino worked outside his agency's chain of command and appeared to relish his role as a political actor. Yeah, he absolutely fucking did. Like, not even a political actor. He wanted to be, like, the commander-in-chief of the fucking Gestapo. Like, that's what he wanted to be. He wanted to be the public face. Did you not see his fucking jacket, walking around like a fucking Nazi? Like, this motherfucker, there's something seriously wrong with him. Like, some inner child issues or, like, serious sociopathy, something. Like, there's something really, really wrong with this man. And he does not deserve to go retire in California. Like, fuck you. You deserve to be in fucking jail. You need to go to prison. In Minneapolis, the Trump administration used Bovino as its lead spokesperson, scheduling daily press conferences where he defended agents' rough tactics and cast blame on protesters and local officials. Border Patrol commanders typically avoid engaging in political arguments with elected officials. Well, typically, but everything is partisan now. Like, every organization being used by the Trump administration is completely and 100% loyal to the Trump administration. This is why you had those centrist Democrats come out and make that whole fucking video, like Alyssa Slotkin and Mark Kelly with them, those motherfuckers. They made that video like don't follow legal orders because like all of these organizations seem to be completely beholden to this madman, this fucking lunatic with dementia. And fucking Stephen Miller, fucking Pee Wee German, like, oh my God. Also, like, the fact that this man came out like he was one of the ones to be immediately on camera saying that Renee Good was a terrorist or this man was trying to massacre the agents while he was being beat up by 8 of them. Like he's just not only just one of the worst people ever, he's a terrible fucking liar. Second of all, and then 3, he's just the most insufferable, unfuckable loser moron on the fucking planet. You can just tell that that motherfucker is so fucking obsessed with himself. He thinks he is hot fucking shit. It's like, oh my God. Ugh. Bovino's fall comes 2 days after Border Patrol agents in Minneapolis fatally shot Preddy, an intensive care nurse who worked with veterans. Hours after the shooting, Bovino appeared at a press conference and echoed statements by the Department of Homeland Security alleging Preddy sought to massacre the federal agents. Bovino repeatedly claimed that Border Patrol agents, not Preddy, were the victims. I was watching a Kyle Klinsky video today, and he said they've been using like the Darvo tactic, and it's something I noticed with Trump a long time, like a couple months ago, is that it's like his main ploy. It's just deny, attack, reverse, victim, and offender. It's a classic abuse technique, and they're doing it on the entire American public. It's insane. Videos of the encounter showed no evidence of his claims. Preddy, who was licensed to carry a concealed weapon, did not draw a firearm or attack the agents. The videos show one agent disarming Preddy in the moments just before another agent shot him in the back. DHS and U.S. Customs and Border Patrol protection officials did not immediately respond to questions about Bovino's departure from Minnesota and his current role. Asked about Bovino and Nome, a White House spokesperson referred to Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt's statement today that Nome has the president's utmost confidence and trust. I doubt it. Like, I really doubt it. And definitely don't have that when you're like, definitely don't trust you watching their dog. In another post, Trump said that he also spoke with Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey. Lots of progress is being made. The president wrote Tom Homan will be meeting with him tomorrow in order to continue the discussion. Progress on what? Like, what are we supposed to progress to? You shouldn't be here. Like, you shouldn't be here in the first place. The fact that when you get here, you're causing all this chaos and danger and like causing the city to be unsafe. Now you're killing people, multiple people, and like, what are we progressing towards? Leave. Just leave. Pull them out of the city. They should never have been there in the first place. What are you talking about? The only reason they're there is because that dipshit, Nick Shirley, who can barely fucking speak, he fucking made a dumbass fucking video accusing a bunch of fucking daycares of committing like municipal fraud, as if we have ever cared about municipal fraud as a country. Like, since the fuck when? Second of all, like, it was the most poorly researched, like poorly sourced, like just journalistic malpractice. It was one of the worst videos I've ever fucking seen in my entire life. And to see every single follow-up that he has done since, it just proves how much of a fucking idiot that boy is. And it is actually kind of abusive that his mother is putting him in the spotlight like this to like allow him to be ridiculed to this point, because he is absolutely one of the most brain dead motherfuckers on the fucking planet. That he is the perfect advertisement against homeschooling your kids. Because if that's how they turn out, Jesus fucking Christ, shut down homeschooling. Holy fuck. But Jesus fuck, read a book. Oh my God. If you're going to come out, like, I don't have anything against people who may not have learned certain things throughout their life. Okay. What I do have an issue is that if you're going to act like you do and have nothing to back it up. You want to make this fucking video and act like you're this big journalist and like you're this serious person, and then the second it gets like criticized and actually people start to put holes through it, you act like you're being bullied. Oh my god. Oh my god. And oh my god. You if you want to be serious, you little shit. Like, now 2 people are dead because of you. How does that feel? 2 innocent people were mowed down on the street. One was shot in the face, and one was shot in the back. One was shot in the face 3 times. The other one was shot in the back 10. Was your video worth it, Nick Shirley? Was the municipal fraud worth it? The municipal fraud that was already being investigated and tried, by the way? Like, if that's all it takes for a fucking city to be invaded, then we are in a far worse position than I thought. Like, this is where we are. And even, like, city's invaded for that shit ass fucking video, that brain dead motherfucker, smooth brained motherfucker, Nick Shirley's video. We're invading a fucking city, a state because of that. And like, you go in, you cause chaos, you cause danger, you kill somebody, you don't see the need to pull out then? Multiple weeks pass and you kill somebody else? You still haven't pulled out? All because of that dumb fuck? Jesus Christ. Nick Shirley, go to fucking hell, you piece of shit. And your mother too. Like, fuck you. Burn in hell, both of you. You will. And you ain't going to fucking no eternal temple. Like, your guys are a Mormon? You think you're going to any fucking celestial plane, bitch? The fuck? You're a demon. I don't even know if you would classify as a human because you're so stupid. Your IQ is probably like in the low 20s. Like, I seriously don't understand how he even like operates. I like, does he know how to tie his shoes? Can he brush his teeth on his own? Like, is he allowed to eat while not being supervised? Like, I would be scared if he might choke. Like, do you have to cut up his food for him? That boy deserves no fucking praise. He is one of the dumbest people I've ever interacted with, parasocially or not, in my entire fucking life. Seriously. And that is not an exaggeration. That is literally the truth. Medically stupid, I think. Anyways. Medically stupid and responsible for 2 deaths. Wow. I didn't even think that somebody that stupid could be capable of being responsible for murder. Wow. Anyways, have a good night, everybody. Keep your eyes open. This is bullshit. We gotta keep pushing for shit like this. Gregory Bovino does not deserve to go fucking retire in California. He just deserves to go to fucking jail. He deserves to go to fucking stay caught, honestly. Fuck. Okay, so last night I saw on Twitter that Candace Owens had leaked a phone call from a conference call at Turning Point USA, I guess 11 days after Charlie had died. And it shows some rather weird behavior from Erika Kirk. I didn't have a time to sit down and make a video last night, but I pulled it up today because this woman is fascinating. Like, everything that has come out about her is just like so perplexing. And then like the whole like Romanian, what's it called? The Romanian like child orphanage thing that she did that was like child trafficking, or they got shut down for weird. I don't even think she's allowed in Romania. That CIA video that she was in, and she was on, wasn't she on like some reality show or something? This woman has been all around the fucking world. She was in Trump's Miss USA pageant. Like, this woman has been everywhere. She's lived multiple different lives, and she's just so fucking weird. Like, we all grieve differently, whatever, cool. We don't grieve like that. We don't grieve like that. That woman went from denial to acceptance in like 5 seconds. The stages of grief, the stages of grief are not supposed to fucking take like a day. And even if they do, you're still gonna be grieving. Like, it's this woman. Like, look, take Candace Owens, for example. They were just friends, like close work friends, colleagues, shared similar worldviews, right? That woman is still in the bartering phase. Like, she's still trying, like, she was in denial for like weeks on end, and she's still trying to, like, I get it. I understand everybody grieves differently. I don't know anybody who walks out to pyrotechnics at their like husband's funeral. Their 31-year-old husband was just shot in the neck in front of everybody in the whole world because it was on Twitter. Like, huh? Like, Jesus Christ. And then the sparkly outfits, like, oh my God. Okay, so full leaked TPUSA Zoom call showing Erika Kirk speaking with staff just days after Charlie Kirk's assassination, cheerfully discussing attendance, merchandise sales, and metrics from his memorial, which took place 11 days after his death. Oh, how could I forget? The Turning Point USA convention that they did, like the big one that they did at the end of the year, I think it was. They recreated the murder scene. They actually they like recreated the murder scene as if it was a set to take pictures on. Okay. Let's just get into it because I could go all day about this one. This woman is something else.
Oh, look at all the thumbs up. Look how cute that is. Sorry, this is a little bit more informal than probably Charlie would be reacting. How sweet.
Wait,
I didn't know they
what
could
the
do
fuck?
that. I hate.
Sometimes I forget like what the context of the video I'm about to play is because like Jesus Christ. This woman is like it's oh my God. Okay. Remember her husband just died. Her 31-year-old husband, the father of her children. Girl, okay.
Oh, look at all the thumbs up. Look how cute that is. Sorry, this is a little bit more informal than probably Charlie would be reacting. How sweet. I didn't know they could do that. I hate Zoom. I never liked Zoom. Sorry, you guys. I just wanted to say first and foremost, my heart obviously is broken for you guys as much as it is for our family. You guys lost not only a boss, but someone that you looked up to, someone that you believed in his mission, that you also that you loved. You loved listening to his show. You loved hearing his wisdom on things. I'm sure some of you have also had very personal moments of where you sat down and had private conversations with him. I want you all to hold on to those. And I want you all to remember those so deeply. I want you to journal about them. I want you to be able to tell your kids about them.
Oh, no, wait, no. Okay. Wait. First of all, don't give me homework when my boss dies. Like, what? Second of all, what did she say? I want you to be able to tell your kids about them? I once knew a man with a gummy smile. He was one of the worst racists on the fucking planet. Like, I don't understand that. Like, he was not a deity. He wasn't even a good person. Like, he was actually a pretty bad guy.
Then I want you to put those in your heart as why you're still
And she probably fucking agrees. Like, the way she's acting, it's like she had him killed. Jesus.
here with the Turning Point USA family, because that's what we want. And like I said to our small group after whatever day that was, and I did the thing on TV, how my days are still on Good Friday. I told the team, I said, Turning Point USA will continue like my husband always wanted, and it'll be bigger than ever. And we're going to honor him by doing that. We're going to stay humble.
Humble? Humble? Humble. 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 Is this the face? Does this strike humble to you? Like, is this reading humble? Wow, that woman, she looks so humble in her sequin glitter pantsuit. Like, that's another thing. Pyrotechnics. Like, what is this? Humble. This woman. Like, this woman is not a serious person. And they're just trying to, like, convince us that she is. Like, what is this? What is this? What is this? Literally, there's fireworks going off behind her. What? You guys, like, this is not a serious person. Ew. His face was so orange that day. Ew. Anyways, sorry. Sidetrack. But bitch, you are not humble. You are not humble. If you were humble, you would at least take like a few weeks off. Like, Jesus Christ.
We're going to work hard because that's what he would want. And we're going to just make it grow. And we're going to keep our eyes fixed on heaven. And, you know, like even Stacy said, he's going to find ways to speak to us.
Keep your eyes fixed on heaven. Are you planning on going there soon?
And he's going to speak to you in different ways. Every person's going to be different, but you'll get little moments where you're like, okay, Charlie, I see you. It might be here on campus. It might be
I
in
hope the
quiet
fuck
moments of the
not.
night. But he's here, and he's more alive than ever. And he is
He's actually not.
he's going to guide us. And we just have to remain humble. But again, what I told the team was,
Oh my god, when you see him, it's gonna be like nearly headless Nick. Nearly headless. How could you be nearly headless? Nearly headless Charlie Kirk. Nearly headless Kirk. We are headless Kirk. Anyways.
I will fight like hell to make sure that all of you have a job here. I don't want anyone to think the job's in jeopardy because your family, if you choose to leave, that's different. I never will, and I promise you, I will make sure that I never allow a point to where you have to leave because we cannot financially afford you. And that is a promise. I want our family to stay together the best it can. Obviously, circumstances.
She fades in out of tears so quickly. It's pathological. Like, I'm tired of fucking cheating this bitch with kid gloves. If you want to be in this fucking sphere, if you want to take up, if you want to be Charlie Kirk, we are Charlie Kirk, you are Charlie Kirk, you're TPUSA, you're going to be this political commentator now, this fucking political figure. I'm going to treat you like I treat everybody fucking else. This is pathological. You're a psycho. Get a fucking life. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I understand, like, some people, like, throw themselves into things to, like, grieve, but, like, this is not what that is. You are being a fucking weirdo. This is pathological. You are, like, sociopathic, in my opinion. Go get a drink. We are Charlie Kirk. Sorry. Okay, go on. Ugh, I don't want to listen to this lady.
You know, things there's unforeseen things that might pop up here and there that we can't foresee in the future. But for right now, the way things are, I would like to remain if they are status quo, and I think that's the best thing to do. And everything else we can worry about later. But I just want to let you know that you guys are all very loved. I'm very proud of you, and Charlie would be. I mean, I think Charlie's just. I'm trying not to say that he would be. He's obviously celebrating in heaven, amongst many things, but he's so proud of all of you.
Whoa, sorry. Whoops. Well, oh, fuck me.
But for right now, the way things are, I would like to remain if they are stuck. I never will speak to
The
us.
fuck? Where was I?
Foresee in the future, but for right now, the way things are, I'm trying not to say that he.
Okay, there. What was I gonna? Fuck. What was I gonna say, guys? Shit. You know what? Wait, why would he be celebrating in heaven? I remembered. Why would he be celebrating in heaven if he's 31? He had like multiple children under the age of 3. I think he would have want like I think he would have wanted to be here. He fought for like 4 years to get Trump in office, and he finally got it. And he got shot 9 months in. I feel like he probably would want to see the rest of that. Maybe the rest of his kids' childhoods. You know, why would he be celebrating in heaven? I understand, like heaven's yeah, it's supposed to be a great place, but also his life just ended. Why would he be celebrating the fact that he doesn't get to experience life with his children and wife?
It would be. He's obviously celebrating in heaven, amongst many things, but he's so proud of all of you. And he's so proud of all of you for keeping this mission alive. And he knows that you can do it. That's why you're hired. And he knows that you will be able to carry the torch. And he knows that you're.
That was so close. It would have been so good. Oh, come on. That is so fucking. I wish he had said it. Oh my God, they are they are Charlie Kirk. They carry the torch. Doesn't have the same ring, Erika.
You're going to do a great job. And you're going to be able to, even though days are going to be tough, honestly, the nights are the hardest. Mornings are pretty raw too. But just what I've noticed these past.
Once you're up on stage and the pyrotechnics are going, and you got your sparkles on and you bump it, then you feel awesome. When all eyes are on you. Oh, my dream has been fulfilled. It's like this woman needs help. Like, go to therapy. Like, get off stage and go to therapy, bitch. You're a widow. Like, you're like, Lord Almighty.
Several days is if I didn't have the family, the Turning Point USA family with me, all of you, I would be a disaster. I mean, I would be in fetal position 24/7. But the fact that we have a continued mission to look forward to, and we have our family, it's everything. And some of you, this is your chosen family. And just rely and lean on each other. That's huge.
I'm so tired of white people, or white people. I'm white. Um, straight people, straight people commandeering these terms, bitch. That's not what a chosen family is, and you fucking know it. Your chosen family is not the weirdos, the unfuckable losers that you work with at TPUSA. That's not what you're chosen. Like, fuck you.
Leaning on each other is huge because all of you were together prior to this and we'll be together after this. And everything, and I told Justin this, it's going to be something where everything before September 10th, any email you were working on, any project you were working on it's not that it's irrelevant now. It's just things have changed, obviously. And the mission has gotten deeper and the mission will grow deeper. But like, I just want all of you to know.
You must now praise Israel. Under Erika Kirk, you must praise Israel. you, you must praise Israel and Charlie Kirk. You must praise Israel. No politics here. No politics here. It's gonna be. You must praise Israel and Charlie Kirk.
We will be wise stewards. We will be vigilant. We will be humble. And I just want you to know that, again, I'm with you. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. And we're going to make sure that we honor my husband so well that this whole world knows what his vision was and will be. And
Girl.
it's just, I feel so blessed.
If his dream in life was for his wife to become an even bigger laughingstock than he was, then mission accomplished. A-okay.
In honor. And we will do it.
I did not expect that cut in from Candace. That is funny. Oh.
That's to continue to make Turning Point USA the behemoth that he wanted it to be, this massive.
Wait, what'd she say? She said
And
bohemoth?
that's why we have to stay humble. But, I just.
She said bohemoth?
It's just, I feel so blessed and honored. And we will do our best to continue to make Turning Point USA the behemoth that he wanted it to be, this massive.
What is it? We need to fund education in America. Please, please. They're sending billions and billions of dollars to fucking ICE. Hundreds of billions of dollars to ICE. Meanwhile, you people can't fucking speak. Like, you cannot speak literally. Like, you cannot speak in a grammatical way. And I don't even speak grammatically all the time. Like, but I know what the words I'm using mean. There's there.
It is, and that's why we have to stay humble. But I just want you guys to stay in prayer. And if you guys do need anything, please reach out to whoever you know to reach out to. And pray with one another, be there with one another, be soft with one another. Everyone grieves differently. So if someone's acting weird, don't read into that. Weddings.
She's talking about herself, by the way. she means when I'm acting weird. Don't read into it. I'm just weird. when you don't feel like I'm grieving my husband properly, just don't read into it.
And funerals bring out the weirdest side in people. Just anyone who's been married knows that. So don't read into that. Just love on each other. And if there's anything or anyone who tries to divide your team or.
Why does being married make you qualified to understand intricacies of like a funeral? I've been to funerals. I've been to funerals. We've all been to funerals. Everybody dies sometimes. Sometime.
For you, or that's just the enemy, and just rebuke it and know that there's a bigger mission at hand. And again, you guys are all very loved, and I feel very honored, and I'm grateful for all of you. So I just wanted to take some time to hop on and share with you my condolences. I
Our condolences.
wish I could help all of you. But again, the fact that there's a lot of them in the office on today, the fact that a lot of you guys are here in office, that's what he would like the mission. He doesn't want you to just be sitting on the couch alone in your room. He wants you to, obviously, I mean, we will all mourn, but he would want you to build. And so that's what we'll do. We'll have a sword in one hand and we'll have a hammer in the other.
Sword and a shovel? Just say? The fuck does that mean? Like, what?
Okay, I love you all.
We know.
Deep breaths. Usha, I just wanted to share this with you all. I asked her when we were on the tarmac. I said, I don't know how to get through this. And she said, you know, when you're on an airplane, and some of you have kids will really relate to this. Others that don't, you've been on a plane with kids, so you can also relate to this. But she said, when you're on an airplane and you're 15 minutes before landing and the kids are going crazy and you have 15 minutes left on the plane and they're throwing their toys and they're screaming and you're thinking to yourself, am I going to make it through these next 15 minutes? And then the plane lands.
Control your
And
children.
Lucia said, you're going to make it through those next 15 minutes. And the next 15 minutes after. And so I just want to share that with you because it was a very private moment. But it gave me.
Not anymore. Also, that's really terrible advice. Like, her advice was basically just to push it down and bear and grin through it. Have you seen Osha? Have you seen what she looked like 5 years ago compared to now? I wouldn't be taking her advice on anything. That woman looks like a ball of stress. Like, Jesus.
It gave me some peace to know that we can just do this 15 minutes at a time. So if that means at work when you're feeling a little bit sad, take those 15 minutes and you'll be okay. We're all going to be okay.
You better clock out, though.
I love you guys. Have a great meeting. Is there anything else to do? You need it's good. You guys are loved. Love this little film with all the birds. It's so cute. So sweet. God bless you all.
Hold the phone. Where did I thought? Hello, the fuck? I thought didn't they say that she was gonna be talking about the money? Am I tripping or did she not talk about the money?
Because your family would be
She just talked
I would
about like
anything or anyone
Olivia.
into this. Others that don't, and you'll be okay.
And then she talked about her slam piece's wife.
All right, you guys, happy
Okay.
Tuesday. I survived the ice storm. I'm sorry that we were
Candace
and
Owens, everybody.
thanks to this recent string of misguided firings, that's putting it mildly, we did happen to get our hands on an audio recording of a corporate-wide Zoom call, which took leader, not even introducing, she's just heading up this call, but obviously she's going to be at the helm of this, so they're getting to know her. And she does begin the call by being thankful to the entire Turning Point USA team for their work at the memorial event. So let's take a listen.
Hi, everybody. I still love all these emoji Zoom things. Wow. I don't even know where to begin. The fact that we were able to pull off.
Hold the fuck on. Why did I watch that one? Oh, now I'm not cutting it out. You watched it with me. We're here together, baby. The fuck? Why did I have to? Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel such gaslightation.
an event of a century. Like, it's just insane. We had over 275,000 people that attended, and a stadium.
And what did they attend? What was this event that you're so giddy over? You sociopath? Like what? Your husband's memorial service. The dirt isn't even packed in the ground yet. Like what?
Overflow, Westgate, insane, you guys. And then you have, was it 100 million? You guys that heard the gospel and all about Charlie and all about everything that you guys do and the hard work of Turning Point USA is insane. We had thousands that were registered to vote. I think we're at like over 200,000 for merch sales. Don't quote me on that because I think it just keeps like bumping up like crazy. But I just wanted to say a huge, huge, huge thank you to.
Wait, what? Did she just talk about her merch sales? Why would wait a minute. What are we doing? Wait. It was like it's like band merch. Like it was like a concert. Like this is like an earnings call after a big event, like a festival. Like this is weird. Your husband was just assassinated. Like not even just like randomly shot accidentally or whatever. He was targeted and assassinated with a sniper rifle in front of the whole world to see. You have multiple children under the age of 3. Like, it's like, what are we doing here? Girl, we made so much money in merch sales. At what? Where did you earn those sales, Erika? Right. Your dead husband's funeral. Like, what?
The events team, the development team, the graphic design team, the production team. It's just phenomenal. Their incredible work leading into the memorial. And honestly, a lot of the staff that worked on the memorial, they had 20-hour days for a week during the time of us grieving the loss of my husband.
I'm not familiar with the labor laws in America, but that seems illegal. Like, it's illegal here in Canada. Girl, what is that?
And honestly, I know several staff that didn't even sleep. Again,
For that dog shit memorial? What were they doing? It wasn't even like decorated that well. Like what? It wasn't even that big of a production. You used AI. Okay.
you guys are breathing angels, and I'm so grateful for all of you. And obviously a huge thank you to the Mosaic team. VI, you guys are 10 out of 10. Like we have the most incredible team. We just do. And you guys know that, and you guys are all a part of that. And I am so, so thankful. And if you do have a moment and you run into any of those staff members that you know had a role in this, and that they put a lot of their time and effort into it, just say thank you. There's something really special to be seen in moments like this, and it's not easy. I'm speaking from experience. I'm right in the trenches with you guys. And so the fact that a simple thank you. I don't care if any of you have beef with each other from the past.
No. You're not right in the trenches with them. You get to go on TV and get your makeup done, your hair done, and dress ugly and act a fool. Your Turning Point USA little dweebs are running around like college campuses trying to like get professors fired for teaching history the factual way. Like that's not the same thing, Erika.
past or have any issues with someone said something about this or that. Like, if you guys have any of that, please put it to rest. My husband's dead. Like, I'm not trying to be more.
What she say? What she say?
Any issues with someone said something about this or that. Like, if you guys have any of that, please put it to rest. My husband's dead. Like, I'm not trying to be morbid, but he's dead. And
What an interesting way to phrase that. Obviously, I get the sentiment, like, life is short. Don't let petty things waste your life by. Like, I get it, but like, the cut to my husband's dead. Like, oh, also the tone is very, hmm, okay.
it puts life into perspective of how short life is and relationships, and God puts people in your life for a reason, and it teaches you a lesson, it teaches them a lesson. So if you are going through a time where, just lay it to rest, and we are moving forward, Turning Point USA 2.0 with Charlie in our hearts, and that's what he would want.
Okay, so I'm just looking at the chat here, and you guys are responding live in the way that I felt live listening to this. It is the general tone that is off-putting. It's the laughter that is off-putting. It's, again, we are not even 2 weeks after watching your husband be assassinated. We're talking about numbers and metrics that have been hit. And my husband's dead, not to be morbid. That is a sentence that and this was not my husband, and I had no sort of the type of relationship that she had with him, that I was able to utter. Least of all, I mean, that's moving pretty quickly to the acceptance phase. Now, we know everybody grieves differently. In my imagination, I just thought she would be.
That's what I said too. Is like you could see Candace Owens was crashing out for like weeks on end, talking about Israel did it. The French legionnaires are trying to kill me. Egypt is involved. Like I had dreams from Charlie Kirk that taught me this, but she was visibly going through stages of grief for the whole world to see, and everybody was like, a lot of people were tuning in to watch it. Erika Kirk, she has the emotional intelligence of a ham. Like,
more upset. And I want to be clear, the overall mood of this call is extraordinarily upbeat. It's extraordinarily happy. But of course, as the CEO and chairman, she does have to address the elephant in the room, the morbid elephant in the room, if you will, because it's an obligation. You have a new CEO. The employees are working 20-hour days, but also their founder, Charlie, was publicly assassinated less than 2 weeks ago. You got to address that. And you're going to hear her address that by recapping to them that throughout these long working days, the employees were provided with ample resources while they were working. Take a listen.
I'm just grateful that while things were still in motion and moving around, that we had our leadership teams provide for you counselors, pastors. I heard there were therapy dogs. Slightly jealous that I didn't get to have any moment with a therapy dog.
you could have. I hate when people do that. Like, this is a jail of your own making. You are the one who decided to throw yourself into this press tour. Like, nobody wanted you to like become a talking head. Like, nobody asked for that. You pushed it on to everybody. Like, girl, you could have. Honestly, If I was in your position, I think I would probably take a few months off, at least a few weeks. And yeah, I'd have a therapy dog. I'd have a freaking therapy cat. I'd have one of these and like something else, like maybe a lizard, an iguana, like who knows, a gecko. Like, girl, your husband was assassinated on camera very violently and brutally to the point where it was visibly shocking. And not only have you most likely seen that video, the whole world has seen that video because it was everywhere. It's been less than what, 2 weeks and you're talking like this? Girl, girl. Ugh. Anyways, okay, let's go on.
Breakfast. I was really adamant about making sure that we paid for your flights for your spouses to be there. That was something on my heart. You don't want to grieve alone. No one's.
My God, suck your dick a little, like suck your own dick a little more, Erica. Like, Jesus fuck. Cool. Self-flagellation. Like,
Supposed to
Jesus
grieve
fuck.
alone. It's not healthy. But I just think it's a beautiful honor that all of these benefits were made for the community to grieve and remember Charlie. And I really hope you took advantage of those in a healthy way when they were provided, because it's meant to be for everyone, for healing. Grief comes in waves. You know, some days are going to be tougher than others, but you know, take it as it comes. And that's why you have your Turning Point family, and just lean on them and lean on.
Wait a minute. What? That felt so that that was so condescending. I don't even understand what? She said I'm glad you should have taken advantage of that, but I hope you did it in a healthy way. What? She's like throwing shots. What are we doing? Like, girl, maybe she's just stuck on the anger phase of grief.
Other people in your life that you know will help you and pour into you and pray with you to get you through it. I say that, though, that if you do need more time to grieve, please continue to use Turning Point USA's network of counselors. We have pastors. I mean, there are so many resources for you. If you do need additional time off, please talk to your director about using paid time off for that.
Use one of your PTO days. Like, what? Because my husband died. Like, what? Why don't you take a PTO day, bitch? Fuck. Also, it's like their boss died. Like, I'm sure they probably needed a couple days off. A few of them, maybe they're probably close with them. Probably worked with them for like past 10 years. What the fuck? This whole thing is like, look how great we are and how great we treat you, but don't take advantage of it. Like, what is this? What is this? This woman is weird. This is a weird woman. Strange, deranged, and just a bitch.
Again, it's not easy, but again, grief is hard. Otherwise, honestly, Turning
And water is wet. Like,
Point USA and Turning Point Action, full steam ahead, you guys. We have Charlie would
she's like excitedly giddy at the future because she's gonna be the boss now. She's like, oh my god, did she have him killed? Like, did she? Fuck Israel. Like, what?
want us to get back to work, and that's what we're doing, and that's what we did with the memorial. And I'm so honored and proud of each and every one of you, because that's what we're going to do in his honor and in his name. We have so much to do, which is exciting. Charlie in heaven is like, you guys thought you had a busy schedule, then just you wait. And he's doing some awesome things with Jesus in heaven right now, but there's so much work to be done. I mean, since his assassination, we have 100,000 chapters, 100,000.
Sorry, that's just all jokes aside. That's a very, very strange thing to say. Not so much the content of what she was saying, but for her to use the word assassination is interesting. It's there a lot of people have a hard time even saying the words out loud that somebody has died when they're grieving in this way. And not often do we hear such cold, clinical language being used. Even if it is more graphic language, it would probably be more emotional or emotionally charged, like murdered or something like that, or stole him from me, like something like a little more esoteric. Assassinated less than 2 weeks after it happened, paired with all of the other behavior, it's like it actually kind of took me back for a second. Like, I'm sure you could tell, but like that is weird. That's just strange. Like, psychologically, that's just weird. We have a tendency to soften the language of things we are emotionally attached to feel a little bit better than we did about them before. And that is a harsh word. That's a harsh word. That's a harsh word. Assassinated. It's like almost clinical. Like, it's I don't know. Paired with her like giddy, like it's like this woman is most likely a sociopath. Like, I'm not diagnosing her. I'm not a doctor. And I'm not basing it off of that one thing, but it's just like every single thing put together. It's like, I don't know if you have true emotions, let alone a full range of emotions. It's actually kind of frightening. It's weird. It's fucking weird. Nobody would be able to look you in the fucking face and tell you if the father of their children died, the love of their life, their husband died, brutally murdered, assassinated in public for no fucking reason. Like, if you asked anybody that, if that were to happen to them, would they be on doing a press tour? Would they be walking out to WWE pyrotechnics at the memorial, talking about the fucking how many ticket sales there were, how many merch sales there were, like excited and giddy about, like, no, everybody across the board, everybody would say no, no. If the love of my life died, I would be a wreck. If my husband died right now, I would be a wreck. I don't know what I would do with myself. If I lost the father of my children, and I had to like live and console my children and raise them alone, I would be a mess. I'd be a wreck. Wouldn't know what to do. Because it's your partner. Like, it's your partner in life. You chose this person to be your partner. What is going on? Like, it's fucking weird, bro. It's fucking weird. And I'm fucking tired of people trying to say that it's not. It's fucking weird.
1,000 chapter requests. We have 300,000 new donors. That is a blessing in itself. Again, not normal. All God.
You're not normal.
I think we have 50,000 plus hat orders to fulfill. I mean, I'm saying these numbers because it puts into perspective that we're not just sitting.
Because you're a greedy narcissist. That's why you're saying the numbers. Like, what?
And thinking and looking at the wall, being like, what do we do? Like that, there is so much to do.
All of these fucking things that there's so much for you to do. And not once have you advocated for stricter gun control? The thing that killed your husband? Seriously? Not even just like background checks. Like, you're a loser.
Have over
You are
20,000
useless
AMFES
piece of crap.
registrations.
There's a lot happening there, and none of it is what I would be expecting to happen there. So basically what the employees said to me was that they got onto this call and everyone's exhausted, everyone's been working, they pull off this massive memorial. And then there's kind of this approach where it's like, well, if you guys need paid time off, like Charlie's in heaven dancing, wanting you to work harder. He's just up there like, you better work, but you can use the paid time off that you have earned, by the way, if you need to grieve more. But imagine you're the employee and you're like, okay, well, this is his wife saying this. So am I weird? Would I be like, I would be
not even earned, right? It's owed. You're owed it. Like, your paid time off, it's like, it's part of the like your work agreement. Like, what? The fuck?
pretty weird if I needed to take time off and his wife is saying she's full steam ahead. That's the mentality that they had. Like, how are we supposed, like, are we weird for?
That's another thing. That's a very good point. I didn't even really think about, because she's so gung-ho. And also I didn't care about Charlie Kirk, so I didn't really think about the grieving process for his subordinates. But if they were seemingly close with him, that's a whole other layer of it. It's like, well, his wife, the mother of his children, is up on stage with Nicki Minaj, pyrotechnics. Like, who am I? Like, like, oh my God. Great way to run a fucking company, Erika. Jesus.
Wanting to grieve, is that not the vibe? How can we take pay time off when Erika, his wife, is saying full steam ahead? It's very strange. It is even kind of using this idea of Charlie being.
She loves herself. Is that herself on her mug and her laptop? And then it says Candace in the corner. And what is that cross? Like, where did she get that? The Vatican? Like, something else.
In heaven, looking down, and the laughter. I don't know. I feel like the rest of you. I feel uncomfortable. And of course, now what we're going to listen to is her pivot to the future vision, because that's what the bulk of this is about. And it's going to consist of the notebooks that I keep telling you the public is never going to see. Apparently, what I gather from this is that Charlie presented to the staff a vision for 2025, but Erika is going to say that there was a vision beyond that, all the way to 2030, and there's a project 2030, and then she's going to kind of want to say that she's happy, but then catch herself realizing that that would be kind of weird to say that she's happy. Take a listen.
The prophetic mind of my husband was that he always planned for the future. You guys are obviously aware of like Vision 2025, but Charlie was also working on Vision 2030 in the weeks leading up to September 10th. And he was working really closely with Justin. And that's why Justin had been appointed the role of COO, because he was literally, I remember phone calls when Charlie and I would take our night walks, and it would be 10 o'clock at night, and him and Justin would just be talking about the plans. I was aware of the plans. I have his journals that are aware.
Yeah, they were up late talking about plans. Oh, I'm sure they were talking about plans. Oh.
Of the plans. Like, there is no confusion of what's to come. And I want to give you guys that reassurance that it's full steam ahead. And the board and I are working with Justin and the executive leadership teams to make sure that all of those plans come into effect 2030 and beyond. But I, again, am so grateful for all of you. I'm so proud of all of you. You honor my husband so well. All of you do. And it's weird to say I'm excited. I really hesitate saying that. It's really hard for me to say that. It's a really weird thing to say, but I think it comes.
Wait. You don't. You said it. Usually you would say, you would preface the fact that you are excited with that you don't really want to say it, but I'm a little excited. You immediately were like, I'm excited. I shouldn't want to say it, but I'm excited. Like you could not wait to get it out. You are pathological. You are a pathological fucking weirdo. Like, what the fuck? Are you human? Those eyes don't look it.
From a space of peace, knowing that God's using this and we're humbly witnessing the gospel in real time.
I don't know what to say. She doesn't want to say she's happy. I don't want to say I'm happy, but where it comes from, I'm going to explain the happiness that I feel. It comes from peace, because we're witnessing the gospel in real time. All of this makes my skin crawl. It genuinely makes my skin crawl. I'm going to go ahead and say that. You can go find your commentator who's going to tell you everybody grieves differently. Nope, that is less than 2 weeks after Charlie was publicly assassinated. That doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't feel right to, I would say, the majority of people, or that doesn't feel right. Knowing that they're joyous at dinners. And
Candace, you need new foundation. It's reading a little gray.
And again, this is when people who did.
Why am I helping her? Your foundation doesn't look gray at all. It actually is reading something else. Maybe you should get a grayer foundation.
Not know Charlie, could not stop crying and were sending me emails, who've never met Charlie, who didn't even know what Turning Point USA was, because they watched his assassination, could not stop crying and pull themselves together. That is not the emotion that we're getting there. Like I said, the entire call is upbeat, and the portions where we are even speaking about grief, it feels like an obligation. Like, you got the dogs, and what Charlie wants is for you to work now. And that is how the employees that I've spoken to who were on that call, that's how they felt. My assumption, by the way, why I'm addressing this now is because my assumption, watching everything that's gone on, my assumption was that she really was trying to figure things out. I assumed in the silence, right? She wasn't doing interviews then. I assumed she couldn't get out of bed. I assumed that she couldn't pick her head up. And I felt that people were being unfair in judging outfits and in judging whether or not they liked how her hair was done. I said, okay, she's speaking at...
No. She had leather pants on while like straddling the vice president, the married vice president. And like, bitch, don't fucking piss on my leg and tell me it's raining, bitch. We all fucking saw that fucking hug. We all fucking saw it. We all know what a fucking hug looks like between two people who are fucking, like, or who want to fuck. We have all done it before. We have all hugged people who we have been with, okay? We know what it looks like. Stop gaslighting me on that fucking hug. We were okay to pick that apart, Candace Owens. In my head, I call you something else. Starts with a C, ends with an oon. Oh. Well, anyways, I take that and replace the C-A-N with her name and put that in it. So it's this. Anyways.
We expect her to speak at the memorial event. I felt the public was being unfair. Now that we're kind of getting more on the inside the organization, the now fired employees are telling me, no, it was quite the opposite. She was in the office every day with Stacey Sheridan, running around with Stacey Sheridan, taking phone calls with Stacey Sheridan. That's like the head of the fundraising for Turning Point USA. So what I had imagined in my head was happening simply was not so. Something is not right. That's what I would like to say. That call, the timing, the energy of that call does not feel right to me. This, I don't know what's happening, but I think we are inching closer to figuring out what's going on. That's for sure. And we will have more for you in the coming weeks. It also led me to another stunning discovery that we have made in large part thanks to internet sleuths. There was a lot of media panicking when we discussed Project Looking Glass. We discussed the fact that Charlie was indeed a gifted child who went to a literal children's school for the gifted. I told you guys also that street lights used to go out when he ran. There's a whole term for that. Apparently, a lot of people go through that.
I can move metal. Like, what? What was what, bitch? Was the fucking, like, what? Was the school on Gray Malkin Lane? Like, what are we doing? And who was the principal? Professor Xavier? Was he in a wheelchair? Was he bald? Like, okay. Cool.
All that in the comment section. Now, what does it all mean? On my episode, I posited that the military was keeping its eye on quote unquote gate children, gifted children, by different names, but terming it more broadly, children that go through the GATE program. That Charlie's life may have therefore been a literal Truman Show once they realized that he was extraordinarily gifted. So let me remind you that
what? Name one thing he was gifted at. Unremarkable is how I would describe everything about Charlie Kirk, except for his like disgusting, deplorable worldview where he hated black women. Anyways, what's she crowing on about now? Like,
when Charlie was having these visions about his death back in 2018, he specifically told me that he knew from the moment that he began Turning Point USA that he was going to die young. I'm going to re-show you this text message again so you can see it. Literally, he writes, since the beginning of Turning Point USA, I knew in my gut that I might get wiped out at any time. I cannot explain it, but I dream about it all the time, like all the time. Not really afraid of it, but I'm just telling you what I know to be true. I'm not sure I'm going to live, begins with, I'm not sure I'm going to live to see the end of this revolution. But interesting that he says, since the beginning of Turning Point USA, we should probably therefore go back to the founding story of Turning Point USA. The story the public knows, and the story that I was told, is that Charlie was this teenager, didn't get into West Point. Anyway, he's speaking at a conference where a man named Bill Montgomery happened to be in attendance. He has since passed. I've met Bill Montgomery. He's very kind to me.
Right. Bill Montgomery and Charlie Kirk were the two people behind Turning Point USA. They advocated against things like vaccines and gun control, masks, COVID restrictions. They actively lobbied and advocated against controlling guns. Charlie Kirk even was quoted to have said, some deaths are necessary in order to protect the Second Amendment right. Turns out that Bill Montgomery died from COVID and Charlie Kirk died from gun violence. If that isn't poetic, I don't know what is.
And my point in bringing this up is not to throw any shade on him, but because I'm now interested in this origin story. Anyways, he's in attendance.
He wrote a story about how an imaginary black woman took the spot that he thought he was owed because he's a white man. That is what got him put on the map. He hated black women so much that the old crotchety old KKK white people were like, let's give this kid some money and a microphone. Yeah, he deserves a platform. And guess what? He didn't. God, she's done now. Really? The man, she's got to be done. Okay, internet sleuths find the Christian Zion. This woman is off her rocker. She is just. He went to Xavier's gifted school for Xavier's school for gifted children. I don't know what this is. Like, Charlie Kirk went to the Umbrella Academy. Okay. Like, I seriously don't know what to tell you. Okay. What were we even talking about? Erika Kirk, right? If there's one thing that Candace motherfucking Owens can do is get me sidetracked, bitch. Anywho, Jesus Christ, Erika Kirk. Yeah, that phone call was very fucking weird. Very fucking weird. Like it mixed with everything. Like, you would think what we have seen of her in the public eye maybe she's presenting something different. Then we see her behavior behind the scenes and you're like, oh no, she's just like that all the time. And it's kind of worrying because you're just like, are you like in a deep state of denial, or do you not care? Because it kind of seems like the latter. Girl. Meanwhile, you're up there talking girls to fucking be wives and fucking stay at home and raise their fucking kids. Bitch, you first. Like, you first, bitch. Go ahead. You're not a fucking stay-at-home mom. You're not a fucking trad wife. You're not a trad mom. You're not fucking anything. You're not a homemaker. You're CEO. Actually, diametrically opposed. So, same with the bullshit, bitch. Okay, so Don Lemon was arrested last night while he was covering the Grammys in LA. This is an unbelievable attack on free speech. It is an attack on the press. It is if you don't understand the gravity of this is a 5-alarm fire. When they start coming for journalists and arresting journalists for doing their job of being the press, then that is like, the country's over. Democracy's gone. If you do not have a free press, you do not have a free country. Full stop. And make no fucking mistake. Don Lemon was arrested and prosecuted specifically because he is a black gay man. He sits on a specific intersection that this and regime fucking hates, especially because he is a liberal commentator. He was a liberal commentator on CNN. He has been anti-Trump for years, and they have had it like they hate every fucking liberal commentator on fucking CNN, anybody on fucking MSNBC, like they what's it called now? MS Now, stupid name. Anyways, they always had a bee in their bonnet for these fucking people, and of course they went after Don Lemon first. Like this is fucking insane. This is a lot way bigger deal than fucking Jimmy fucking Kimmel being threatened by the FCC, like threatened to be canceled from his show. This man was arrested. His civil liberties were infringed upon. Like, this is so fucking insane. If you're not aware of what happened, there was a protest that happened because the protest cause was because activists found out that a pastor, yes, somebody who is supposed to be speaking the word of God, speaking the gospel, he works for ICE. He was seen in a photo with Kristi Noem, I believe, and activists organized a protest. Don Lemon was tipped off that something was happening, that something was being organized. He showed up and documented it. Don Lemon, as part of the press, was there to report a story on what was happening. Without Don Lemon, we wouldn't have even had the video that I saw. And when I saw Don Lemon's video, why do I keep on saying Don Lemon? When I saw Don's video, like his live stream, I watched a bit of it, and he talked to the pastor who was preaching at the moment. He spoke to the churchgoers. He spoke to some of the protesters. He took like the argument from both sides. It was not. He obviously, yeah, he's a liberal. He has a point of view. He's not a fucking bullshit corporate media, CNN, both sides bullshitter. But he did offer both perspectives, and he did humanize the churchgoers. If he wasn't there, I personally would have thought that they all supported the ICE pastor. Some of the people were there coming up to him and saying, hey, just to let you know, like, there's a lot of us who support what you're doing. We just don't want you to interrupt our service. And like it humanized these people to me, because I like a lot of us think of evangelical people and a lot of the Christian, the white Christian movement in America. It's very easy to vilify them because they're often villains. So his reporting often, like, it actually did help me to realize that like this group of people is not monolithic, even though that pastor is a piece of shit. Anyways, Don Lemon was doing his fucking job, his First Amendment protected right. He was not there to protest. He was there to report on his story. The fact that he was arrested for reporting a story is a huge fucking deal. A huge fucking deal. I cannot stress that enough. What he was charged with was the FACE Act. The FACE Act protects, mainly for the past few decades, it's been used to protect abortion clinics. You cannot impede the entrance of the abortion clinic. You can't block people from getting in. You can be there to protest, but you can't block people from getting in. That was one of the laws passed by, I believe it was Bill Clinton. That law, the FACE Act, was originally enacted for churches. So they used that to charge Don Lemon with. It's bullshit. It's a whole fucking bunch of bullshit. It's absolutely fucking insane. Not to mention, Georgia Fort is a journalist as well. She's a video journalist. She was arrested as well for simply taking video and documenting what was happening. Like, along with, I think there was 2 other people who were arrested as well. It's absolutely fucking insane. And like I said, make no mistake, it is not a coincidence that the people who were arrested for this protest were all members of the Black community. It is not a mistake. It is not a coincidence. It isn't. It is not. It is intentional. When, I mean, you can even it's so easily fucking proven to be fucking true. They tried to charge Don Lemon, a black man, with the Ku Klux Klan Act on Martin Luther King Day. If you if you can't see the depravity of that, wow, the Ku Klux Klan Act for practicing free speech, your First Amendment right. What the fuck is going on? This is how it is in Russia. This is how it is in North Korea. This is how it was in Nazi Germany. You are there. Multiple judges denied pressing charges on Don Lemon. They had to get a grand jury to indict him. And these fucking charges are bullshit. Multiple judges who actually have a expertise and knowledge of the law. They are the highest officers of the court. They said, no, there's not a sufficient evidence of this. You don't have proof. And yet they still appealed it to another judge. They denied it. Then they appealed it to a grand jury. This is fucking insane. Let's get into this fucking article. Don Lemon released without bond over Minnesota protest charge. So he was released earlier today. I think it was a couple hours ago. He was held for, I think, almost 24 hours. 3 others were also arrested on charges that they had violated federal law during the demonstration this month, reviving a case that was rejected last week by a magistrate judge. Exactly. The former CNN anchor Don Lemon and 3 other people arrested on charges that they violated federal law during a protest at a church in St. Paul, Minnesota, were released on Friday after initial court hearings. The charges against Mr. Lemon, a second journalist, and 2 protesters came on the heels of their indictment by a grand jury in federal district court in Minnesota. So, people with absolutely no knowledge of the law, they indicted Don Lemon. But 2 people who have spent their entire lives, decades, practicing law, they said no, you cannot charge him. But the grand jury, they said that you can charge him. The fuck? This is so stupid. They were charged with a conspiracy to deprive the congregants of the church of their rights and to interfere with religious freedom in a house of worship. Mind you, ICE has no fucking problem, and the Trump administration, the Trump regime has no fucking problem with ICE going into churches, ICE going into fucking schools, ICE going into fucking daycares. Hello? I'm sorry. What? Their rights were infringed upon? Deprive the congregants of their rights. Are you kidding me? Do you not think that Alex Preddy's rights were infringed upon? Do you not think that Renee Good's rights were infringed upon? What about the hundreds of fucking thousands of people that have been rounded up, kidnapped, abducted, beat the fuck up on the street, pepper sprayed? What are we doing? Are you fucking kidding me? You infringe on hundreds of people's rights every single day. You have punished a handful of people now for practicing free speech. No short of Mahmoud Khalil. Like, what are we? Hello? What are we doing? Like, what? You you have no problem with infringing on free speech to protect a what? A Gestapo pastor? The fuck? Like, what are we talking about? Absolute fucking lunacy. That's what we're fucking talking about. Like, the indictment also named 3 other demonstrators who took part in the action at the city's church on January 18th and were taken into custody a little over a week ago after being charged in an initial criminal complaint. I believe that included one of the women was the White House posted like an AI edited photo of her, like to make it seem like she was like just in distress and like crying and like she was. I saw the original photo. She literally just looks like a boss, just getting arrested. Like it's weird. It's not weird. It's just fuck. They're so fuck. Like they're evil. I can't. I don't have any other words. They're evil. They're evil people. The prosecution faced pushback from defense lawyers on First Amendment grounds, given that political protest sits at the center of the indictment and that Mr. Lemon and the other journalist who was charged, Georgia Fort, have said they entered the church to cover a demonstration against the Trump administration's immigration crackdown in the area. Trump regime. Late Friday afternoon, Mr. Lemon appeared in court at a federal building in downtown Los Angeles while wearing a white suit, like still in the clothes from the night before. Lawyers for the government sought a $100,000 bond and asked to restrict Mr. Lemon's travel to Minneapolis to face the charges and to New York where he lives. Jesus Christ. A magistrate judge denied both of those requests. Well, like, you went in, like, there is kind of like, you went against multiple judges. Why would a judge then take your like request into account for this bullshit ass charge? Like, what do you think? Like, hello? Like, the lights are on, but ain't nobody fucking shopping, huh? Damn. Okay, wow. I want to be clear. This is part of a broader attack on Black journalists. This is not just a Don Lemon thing. This is not just Don Lemon, Georgia Fort, and this demonstration. This is a huge attack on not only the press, but like, yes, there has been huge attacks on the press, constant attacks on the press. But if you look at the workforce of journalists, undeniably, the rate at which Black journalists are being fired and let go compared to white journalists is just ridiculous. It is fucking egregious. So this is a huge attack on Black journalists. They do not want your voices to be heard. Like, they do not want Black people's voices to be heard. There is no if, ands, or doubt. Like, but like, you cannot. It's just how it is, and I wonder fucking why. Because they're the ones who have been screaming from the fucking rooftops for fucking decades now that this is a fascist fucking country. It always has been. Like, if you are perturbed by what happened in Minneapolis, I want you to look up what happened in 1991 in Los Angeles. I want you to search up, I don't know, somebody named Emmett Till. I want you to look up somebody named, I don't know, what's his name? Trayvon Martin. Look him up. Like, Tamir Rice. Look him up. What are we doing? What are we doing? The United States of America has not valued Black voices from the beginning of the country. The entire country is built on slavery. You enslaved an entire group of people, treated them like cattle. Then, once you started to realize, wow, these human beings actually have feelings and rights, wow, maybe we should stop. Half the country started a civil war because they wanted to continue to own those people. And ever fucking since, you did not prosecute those people and you let them procreate. You let them keep their capital. You let them keep their fucking properties. You let them keep their plantations. And guess what? They came back. And the Black community has been warning you for decades and decades that this police force, this government is going to come for you one day. And it's going to smack you upside the face like you didn't even fucking expect it because you still don't value Black people's voices. Not to mention, the Latin community has been screaming from the rooftops for 2 decades now about ICE and how poorly they treat people during every single fucking presidency since its inception. By the way, also, I, at 25 years old, the young age of 25 years old, still have tons of life left to live, right? ICE is younger than I am. So you really have not needed to uphold the law for 250 fucking years. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? It's a bullshit fucking organization that was created in the aftermath of 9/11. 9/11 was never a domestic terror threat. So it's all a bunch of bullshit. Not to mention, the United States of America is the biggest terroristic threat in the world. The CIA is the biggest terrorist organization to have ever existed. You go around the world, choosing which countries you like, and the ones that you don't like, you decide that they're not doing democracy the way that you like it. You go in, rape and pillage the country, massacre people, massacre the fucking leadership. If anybody tries to make a good grassroots leftist socialist movement, you always have them killed or overthrow them in some way, sell them out to the separatists or the revolutionists. Like you will fund terrorists. You have a strong history of funding terrorists in other countries if you don't like the leader, if you want a revolution to happen. Mind you, the war on terror, look how well that went for you. Anyways, sorry, tangent, but like this ICE needs to end. DHS, ICE was TSA. All of these things were invented post 9/11 because they failed so bad that day. There was no coordination and they fucked up. It was their fucking fault and they're trying to blame it on everybody else. And now it's all of a sudden it's immigrants' fault. What? Does that make any fucking sense to you? But like I was saying, the Latin community has been screaming from the rooftops for over 2 decades now that ICE has been terrorizing them and their families, treating them like fucking shit in the detainee centers. That people have been screaming, like progressive leftists have been saying that this is a Gestapo. You can go back and find videos of fucking Hasan Piker from like 6 or 7 years ago saying ICE is the Gestapo. That this is what it is. We've been trying to tell you. Now you're realizing, and you need to acknowledge and look into the reason why you have not listened before now. I understand it's really hard to ignore now, but you need to introspect, or else this shit will happen again. It is not up to evil people to be better. It is up to the rest of us to tell them that they need to fuck off. Like, Martin Luther King said, in this period of social transition, it is not the vitriolic hate of the bad people that is appalling, as is the silence of the good. We are the ones who are supposed to stand up and say something is wrong. We have not. We as a culture, societally, we as white people, for sure, have not listened to our neighbors. We've not listened to our friends. We have not listened to the people around us. We need to reckon with this. It needs to happen in order to get through this. Because what the fuck? I really thought that, like, when the Black Lives Matter movement, like, hit a fever pitch in 2020, I really thought that maybe you guys would reckon with something. But it made you shell up and clam up more. You thought you were asked to grow. You felt it was a little bit painful, and you said, no. And then you placated to fascists. Fucking Kamala Harris walking around with fucking Liz Cheney. Are you fucking kidding me? Talking about how she Kamala is for strong borders. Blah, blah. Exactly. Like, this is not a new problem. We heard horror stories coming out of ICE detention centers for the past 10 years plus, and nobody has done anything about it. Every time there's a Democrat in office, they don't do anything about it. There were so many fucking deportations under Obama. So many fucking deportations under fucking Joe Biden. The lies that the fucking Republicans try to say that, like, oh, they let all the immigrants in. No. ICE was very active under both administrations. They make no fucking mistake. They are not the progressive leftist that Republicans try to make them out to be. If either of those motherfuckers tried to run in Canada, they would be conservative. Your Overton window has shifted so much that you don't understand what the political aisle is even supposed to look like. But those motherfuckers are not leftists. They're barely liberals. Okay, so back to Don Lemon. So once he was released from jail, like, it's insane. Don Lemon was in jail. That's not right. Like, that's like, it's just like, this is not, like, Don Lemon is not an activist. Let's be real. Like, Don Lemon is rather libbed the fuck up. He isn't, like, he used to be corporate mainstream media. Like, I commend him for not doing, like, a right-wing grift after being fired for, like, a rather, like, silly reason, honestly. But still, like, this is not like I don't know. This is not like an Antifa activist, like they're trying to paint us out to be. This is Don Lemon, former CNN anchor, in his suit, like, all prim and proper. Don Lemon, like, it's crazy. It's just so hard. Like, huh? Anyways.
I've spent my entire career covering the news. I will not stop now. In fact, there is no more important time than right now, this very moment, for a free and independent media that shines a light on the truth and holds those in power accountable. Again, I will not stop now. I will not stop ever. Last night, the DOJ sent a team of federal agents to arrest me in the middle of the night for something that I've been doing for the last 30 years, and that is covering the news. The First Amendment of the Constitution protects that work for me and for countless of other journalists who do what I do. I stand with all of them and I will not be silenced. I look forward to my day in court. Thank you all.
Go off, Don. Go off, Don. Honestly, like, I am not a Don Lemon fan. Like, I don't have any real issues with Don Lemon. I mean, we probably don't agree on some issues, but like, I'm not I'm not a viewer. Let's say I'm not like watching him, but from here on out, I will be like, fuck, like, I'll be your biggest fucking supporter. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. It's worse than ridiculous. It's fucking egregious. Like, this is like this is a 5-alarm fucking fire. I cannot stress this enough. Like I said earlier, when the press goes, democracy is gone. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If they can just willy-nilly arrest journalists for doing their job, then what is going to happen to the entire left media apparatus? What like, this is how Russia went. This is how Nazi Germany went. This is how North Korea is. They have been trying to demonize the press for years. Fake news is what they call facts now. So this has been a long fucking con. And now they're just going to use that same narrative and any fucking chance they get to punish and infringe upon people's constitutional rights. This is fucking insane. If we don't have the press, then especially some sort of at least left-leaning outlet, like at least MSNBC or whatever the fuck it's called, or at least CNN, like, because I'll remind you, Don Lemon was a former CNN anchor. That's part of the reason that he's being punished as well, because he is fervently anti-Trump, has been for a long time. They used to fucking riff on him on CNN back in the day. This is part of the punishment. It's like liberal media bullshit. Anyways, now they have moved on from not only like demonizing the press in their rhetoric, but they have moved on to arresting the press, infringing upon civil liberties. Like, I don't I don't have the words to stress how big of a deal this is. All right, let's get back to the fucking article. The 14-page indictment described preparations for the protest, nicknamed Operation Pull-Up by its organizers, that sounded not unlike those that might precede many demonstrations. It quoted one of the organizers, Nikema Levy-Armstrong, as saying that the demonstrators planned to disrupt business as usual and wanted to keep their plans under wraps. As the pastor of the church, David Easterwood, who also serves as an immigration, customs, and enforcement official, began his sermon. I can't describe how angry it makes me that that man thinks that he is somehow ordained by the Lord to preach his word. I don't understand how he sleeps at night. I don't know how He wakes up in the morning, puts on his fucking jack boots, his SS Gestapo jack boots, goes out to fucking terrorize people in the streets, and then goes to church and pretends like he is a man of faith. How fucking dare you? How dare you? I'm being raised Catholic, and not only Catholic, but by extremely progressive liberal Catholics. I have gotten used to it over the years of people using my faith and using our religious texts and our religious figures as a weapon. I've had to get used to it. They've bastardized our religion, and they've bastardized the name of the man who would be appalled at what they are doing, who is fervently against almost everything that they're doing right now. Like, it's insane. Anyways, I've gotten used to it over the years because the evangelical movement in America is depraved. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's depraved. Not only that, I'm fucking Catholic. I'm not unaware of the scandals that we have gone through. Not gone through, that our priests have perpetrated on our own community members. I'm not unaware of that. I don't really align with the church apparatus. I'm more of a faith is a personal thing. But my Catholicism is important to me. I'm an Irish Catholic person, or I am of Irish Catholic descent. The whole reason I live where I live right now is because of Catholic persecution in Ireland in the 1800s. In the mid 1800s is when my Irish side of my family got here, and it was during it wasn't a famine. It was this forced starvation of Ireland in the 1800s by England. That's the whole reason that I even exist in this country, and even that's why my family was forced to move here. So I am very attached to my Catholic roots. For me, it is a cultural thing, and that's why I'm able to separate myself from the church apparatus. I don't always align with the Vatican. I'm not like, especially I'm not in line with the church apparatus in the States, especially. The diocese in the States is depraved. There's no other words. It's depraved. Their nature of protection of predators instead of victims and survivors is fucking disgusting. It's deplorable. I would say I can't even think of anything else like it except for, I don't know, the Trump regime. All that being said, I am used to people demonizing my religion, using it to demonize others, weaponizing it against others, like bastardizing it in order to hate people. But this is a step above. I mean, seriously though, this dude is a fucking pastor and he's a fucking Gestapo thug. Are you serious? It's a whole, this is another level. Are you fucking kidding me? Have you read the Bible, dipshit? Hello? It is so fucking frustrating to see these motherfuckers, these fake fucking Christians, come and act like they are so sanctimonious and so godly for being the worst people on the fucking planet. You're going to hell, bitch. The fuck? Anyway, back to the fucking article. Miss Armstrong interrupted him with loud declarations that the time for judgment had come. The indictment said other protesters yelled and blew whistles in what the indictment someone dramatically described as a takeover attack on the church. They just walked into a church and yelled. Are we like are you serious? Are we serious? Are we having a serious conversation right now? Are you fucking kidding me? And they were arrested. A takeover attack. Oh my god. We need can we bring back some seriousness? Seriously. At one point the indictment said the Gestapo pastor and members of the congregation perceived hostile gestures made by the protesters as threats of violence and potential prelude to a mass shooting. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so fucking tired of the pearl clutching. Yeah, because it's leftists doing all the fucking mass shootings in America. Right. Mind you, I literally saw Kyle Rittenhouse tweet about how he saying, "Should I go to Minnesota?" Right. I'm so fucking tired of this. They're shooting people in the face, shooting them in the back while they're being assaulted by 10 people, being jumped by Gestapo thugs, pistol whipped. And you're afraid of being shot? Seriously? It's I'm so tired. It's this is also them saying that we are causing danger through our rhetoric, calling them Nazis and the Gestapo and all this shit. We wouldn't be calling you that shit if you weren't doing Nazi stuff. Stop doing Nazi shit. And we'll stop calling you Nazis. Why is that a hard thing to understand? It shouldn't be. But you're sitting there clutching your pearls about us calling you a word. Meanwhile, you're shooting people in the face on the street in broad daylight. A record-breaking amount of people died in ICE custody last year. In concentration camps. That's what they are. ICE detention centers, my ass. They're concentration camps. At another point, it said that Mr. Lemon Misfort, the two journalists, largely surrounded. What the fuck does that mean? Largely surrounded? They came up to you? Oh, you're deranged. Oh, right. Oh. Leave it to a fucking racist Nazi pig to just be a fucking piece of fucking shit. What is wrong with you? Were you scared? Did the black people scare you? Oh my god. Their skin has melanin in it. What are we gonna do? Ah! Get a fucking grip. You spineless little pussy. Grow some balls, you little bitch. The fuck? Hello? Oh no, the reporter with a camera came up to me. Get a fucking grip, you imbecile. The fuck? They largely surrounded Mr. Easterwood and peppered him with questions. Really? Alex Preddy was peppered with bullets. Renee Good was peppered with bullets. Questions. How did you survive that? My God. I can't believe you got through that. Still here to tell the story. They peppered him with questions, describing the episode as an attempt to oppress and intimidate him. White people are over. We're done. We're done. We're done. No more. We're done. No more white people. None. No more white people. We're good. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This jackboot fucking thug thinks that people asking him questions is an attempt to oppress and intimidate him? He's part of the fucking Gestapo? And he talking about oppress and intimidate? Motherfucker, during the week, you go to work wearing a militia outfit with your AK-47s and fucking terrorize communities. That's one part of it. Second part of it, you racist fucking piece of shit pig. The fuck is wrong with you? Two black people coming up to you and asking you questions is not an attempt to oppress and intimidate you. You little fucking bitch. What? I am so tired of these. Oh my God, they're the black people. Oh my God, they're good. They exist. What are we gonna do? Why are you such a pussy? Why are you such a pussy? Like seriously, why are you so scared of nothing? There. Like, soon enough, you're gonna start shooting at the fucking sky because it's colored. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? This is fucking insane. He asked you questions. You can't even sit there and say that. You can't even sit there and try to say this shit because it was on video. We all watched it, dumb fuck. It was on video. You didn't. You saw the cameras. But no fucking surprise here though. Like this comes from the fucking top down. Kristi Noem does this fucking bullshit for a fucking living. Like this is all Stephen Miller does. Come out and says the exact opposite of what we all saw with our own fucking eyes because it was on camera in broad daylight. Like after the incident, the Justice Department drafted a criminal complaint to charge a total of 8 people, including Mr. Lemon. But the federal magistrate judge who reviewed the evidence approved charges against only 3 of the people, Miss Levy Armstrong, Chantil Allen, and William Kelly. He refused to sign arrest warrants for Mr. Lemon and the others, citing insufficient evidence. AKA, there was none. There was no evidence that he violated these laws. You cannot charge him. The Justice Department then petitioned a federal appeals court to force the chief judge in federal district court in Minneapolis to issue the additional warrant, only to be denied. So not one, but 2 judges. One judge, and then also the chief judge in federal district court. That wasn't enough for them. Like, the indictment unsealed on Friday named 4 other defendants. Traherne Jean Cruz, an activist who was a leader in the Black Lives Matter movement, and Jamail Lydell Lundy. 2 other protesters, Jerome D'Angelo Richardson and Ian Davis Austin, were also charged. Abby Lowell, a lawyer for Mr. Lemon, vowed to fight the charges. Don Lemon was taken into custody by federal agents last night in Los Angeles, where he was covering the Grammy Awards. Mr. Lowell said in a statement on Friday morning, Don has been a journalist for 30 years, and his constitutionally protected work in Minneapolis was no different than what he has always done. Mr. Lowell added, this unprecedented attack on the First Amendment and transparent attempt to distract attention from the many crises facing this administration will not stand. Don will fight these charges vigorously and thoroughly in court. And it's honestly kind of funny that 1 million Epstein files were released today. Like, almost everything that they do at this point should be viewed as a distraction for the Epstein files. That is, covering the Epstein files is the main goal of this administration and has been since Trump got into office. I'm sorry, it's not an administration, it's a regime. Since they got into office, since there's been huge calls to release the files, they have been trying to cover this shit and cover their asses for over a year now. And they've been doing a terrible fucking job. So they've been throwing shit at the wall. Just pure, unadulterated fascism to try and distract you from the fact that the president of the United States is a fucking pedophile. He's a pedophile protector. He was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein, international sex trafficking pedophile. Like, this is the biggest scandal in American history. And they are trying to distract you with all of this fucking bullshit. Don Lemon, like, this regime, its main goal is to distract you from Epstein. Remember that. In the larger fight over the White House's hardline immigration crackdown in Minnesota, the Justice Department has pushed hard to charge people who participated in or were at the church protest. The administration has also used aggressive tactics against the defendants. After her arrest, a White House social media account posted a doctored photo of Miss Levy Armstrong to make it look as if she was crying. What does it show? So this is the original. That's what they posted. That was originally just normal, and that's what they posted. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what the fuck? Mr. Lemon now works as an independent journalist and has his own YouTube show. He was pushed out of CNN in 2023 after 17 years at the cable network amid criticism that he made sexist comments about women and aging. He made a comment about Nikki Haley. I don't know. I don't know. Mr. Lemon has been a longtime critic of President Trump, dating back to his first term, and frequently calls the president a liar. I think he calls him a little bit more than that, New York Times. Justice Department officials have vowed to prosecute protesters they claim have crossed a line from activity protected by the First Amendment to impeding law enforcement, or in case of the church protest, violating others' rights. We're going to violate your rights because you violated the rights. What? Like, what? What? Like, what? What? Okay. For their part, demonstrators who have turned out in force in Minneapolis have asserted their rights are being violated as they try to speak out against the crackdown. Ms. Fort, a prominent independent reporter in the Twin Cities, was arrested by DEA agents on Friday morning. Why was she arrested by DEA? Though it remained unclear why federal drug agents were on hand. What the fuck? In a live streamed video, she said that federal agents had come to her door and she was about to surrender to them and be taken to the Whipple Federal Building that has become the headquarters for federal operations in Minneapolis. It's so fucking weird. Like, I saw that video. It's crazy. Like, insane. This is all stemming from the fact that that I filmed a protest as a member of the media, she said in the video. I saw a video of her daughter speaking at, like, I think it was a press conference, and, like, she as well has just been, for decades, I believe, like, just a video journalist, just doing her job, and now she's being arrested for reporting on a story, doing her job. Tensions remain particularly high in Minneapolis after federal immigration agents fatally shot. They murdered. It's murder. Just say murder. After federal immigration agents fatally murdered 2 protesters there. Renee Good, a mother of 3, who was behind a wheel of a car this month when an ICE agent fired at close range 3 shots into her face. Administration officials branded her a terrorist and claimed that she had endangered the life of the agent. Bullshit. In a separate episode, Customs and Border Protection agents last Saturday shot and killed. They murdered Alex Preddy, an intensive care nurse. Videos from the scene undercut early claims by administration officials that Mr. Preddy had approached the agents brandishing a weapon. They're all going to fucking hell. Like, they're all these people are demons. Like, seriously, they're not demon possessed. They're demons. They are demons. Demons. It's like, where are your horns? Where are your white hoods and your horns? Where is your white hood? Like, seriously, where is your white hood? The fuck? Mr. Trump suggested on Wednesday that he was willing to de-escalate the situation. Bullshit. That's bullshit. Without providing details, he replaced the Border Patrol official who has been the public face of the aggressive immigration efforts in Minneapolis, Gregory Bovino, with his border czar, Tom Homan. Mr. Homan, Mr. Marbles in his mouth, has signaled a willingness to reach an agreement with local officials and draw down the thousands of federal agents sent there. Whatever. Like, the motherfucker... Okay, you replaced the more violent Nazi with a less violent Nazi. Wow. Great job. The arrests come as the U.S. Attorney's Office in Minneapolis is in deep turmoil. As at a tense meeting this week, a number of prosecutors challenged the head of the office about the administration's decision not to pursue investigations of the shootings by federal agents. According to people familiar with the internal discussions, at least a half dozen prosecutors have resigned, and more departures are expected. Well, damn. Turns out that officers of the court don't like it when you don't follow the law. Gee, I wonder why. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, what? Hello? Attorney General Pam Bondi has called on other federal prosecutors' offices in the Midwest to send temporary reinforcements to help investigate and prosecute cases. This is crazy. So not only are they flying in people from red states into blue states, they're also bringing in their bullshit fucking prosecutors from their red states. This is a civil war. They invaded Minneapolis. They invaded Minnesota, sorry. And with their masked militia, started killing people on the street, rounding them up, indiscriminately beating them, using less lethal weapons on people. Like, this is fucking insane. This is a soft civil war. They literally could not find people to work for them from Minneapolis. They had to ship people in from other states. How much do you want to bet every single one has been from a red state? Like, this has, what did we, like I said at the beginning of this fucking video, this is what happens when you don't prosecute the people who started the Civil War because they wanted to own people. They're back. You didn't do anything. You let them incubate. You let the KKK exist. You let the white evangelical, extremely racist movement just exist and offered little to no backlash to it. Like, not even opposition to a lot of it. I don't know. All right, everybody. Like I said, like this, I make jokes at Don Lemon sometimes because he's liberal and like he was mainstream news, and I do commend him for making a more left pivot versus a right pivot. And we can joke and like cut up whatever, but it doesn't change the fact that he is a journalist who was doing his job, trying to get truth to the people. It is an egregious act of political persecution and just fascism. That it's absolute unbranded fascism. This is what it looks like when journalists start getting arrested for bullshit charges. Soon enough, if nothing happens, soon enough, they're going to start getting charged on those bullshit charges. They're going to get successfully convicted. And then soon enough after that, they're just going to go missing. Or they're going to end up cut up and put in a vat of acid like Jamal Khashoggi. Sorry to be blunt, but that's how it is. This is how these things go. We have history books for a reason. Maybe you guys ought to pick one up. All right. Have a good night. Keep your eyes open. This is fucking bullshit. They want you to feel bogged down by all of this. They want you to feel like this is so much and so frustrating and just so hard to deal with that you push away and you don't deal with it. That is their goal. It's the design of fascism, to make you descend into nihilism. And it is imperative that we do not. We have to fight these fucking fascist pigs. Like, these fuckers, like, seriously? The democracy of the United States of America is going to go down because Donald Trump and Elon Musk and JD Vance? Are we serious? These fucking unfuckable losers? Are we serious? We have to buck up, everybody. Light the fucking fire in you. Like, stand up and call shit out. Protest. Organize. This is fascism. It's a big deal. If you do not do something soon enough, you are going to be living in North Korea, Nazi Germany. You already have the concentration camps. Soon enough, people are already dying. They're denying people health care. Like, they are concentration camps. You have to reckon with the fact that you are a country that currently has concentration camps. You have a Gestapo masked thug militia on the streets roaming people up indiscriminately because they look of a certain descent. That is exactly how I would describe Nazi Germany. We need to fight this. This is a big fucking deal. A lot of people have been screaming this from the rooftops. Even like the queer community, we've been trying to say, like, it always starts with banning books. It usually always starts with banning queer literature. And that's what they did. This has been ruminating in the United States of America for a long time, and it's been allowed to. And we need to step up and fight it, or there will not be a United States of America. It will be Trump land. Okay, so last night Hasan Piker was banned from Twitch for 7 days. I believe he appealed it or something, got like a 3-day ban now or whatever. He was banned last night for calling out defenders of a maniacal, genocidal apartheid state, a colonial settler state that is only really like 75 years old. These people who want so badly to genocide Arab people, Palestinians specifically, that is who he was calling out, and they got him banned from Twitch because of that. He did not use any pejoratives. He didn't really even use any curse words. That's the word that the phrase that he used, the phrase that he got banned for, a 7-day ban, is ultra rabid Zionist pigs. Now, I want to be clear. In my personal opinion, that's an insult to pigs. These people are demons. They're not human beings. Human beings have empathy and love in their heart. And when they see other human beings being murdered and genocided, and see children starving, see people just being massacred on their timelines every day, and they don't feel anything, to me that is inhuman. You are sociopathic, you are genocidal, you are just the absolute, the worst that humanity has to offer. You are Nazi supporter. Like, you are a Nazi. If you are a Zionist, you are a Nazi. There's no distinction in my mind. You are a demonic entity. I don't even think that you're human. I don't know if you have a soul. Like, I don't think that. And I don't think Hasan went far enough in the words that he said. You are rabid, genocide, like salivating at the massacre of children, women, young men, elderly men, the humiliation. You cheer on this genocide. You are a demon. I don't have any other words to describe what you are except for ungodly, demonic. Like, if you have any ounce of your being that is willing to defend this genocide, a genocide that's not up for debate. Even the fucking UN, every major human rights organization, even Israeli ones, have said this is a genocide. The fact that you have, like, sold your soul to this ethno state does not change the facts of the matter. Hundreds of thousands of people have died in the past few years because of this genocidal apartheid state that only exists because you invaded this land and stole it. That is how Israel exists. You showed up to this land where there was a ton of people. It was called Palestine. For centuries, it was called Palestina. Like, that's not up for debate. You entered this land, invaded, took it over, colonized it, and then you started invading the spaces of Palestinians more and more and more and more. And you have been killing them mercilessly for decades. You are a demonic entity. If you think that's okay, you think it's righteous, if you support it, if you defend it, go to fucking hell. Go back to hell, demon. The fuck is wrong with you? We need Roe v. Wade back because your parents should have aborted you. I'm surprised you were even a viable pregnancy because I don't think you have a heart. So how did they even know that you were alive in there? They have to check the heartbeat. Like, Jesus. So Hasan Piker has announced to his 3 million followers that he has been banned from the Twitch app once more. The left-wing streamer used his platform on the app to discuss the recent killing of ICU nurse Alex Preddy, the murder of Alex Preddy at the hands of ICE. The Minneapolis citizen was recording ICE agents in the street, which resulted in the confrontation where he was shot dead by agents. He was murdered by agents. Proponents of both the First and Second Amendments have condemned the killing as a violation of his constitutional rights. Duh. Like, yeah. Like, that's so evidently clear. Anybody who tries to tell you that's not clear is in a cult, in a death cult. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, if you can look at something and deny the reality of what happened, then you are either deranged, delusional, or you are in a cult. You're brainwashed. Hasan Piker took aim at those defending the use of lists to track U.S. protesters. So, Twitch has banned left-wing streamer Hasan Piker for comments on ICE tracking Alex Preddy. 2 senior national security officials tell me there are more than a dozen secret watch lists that the Homeland Security is using to track protesters, both anti-ICE and pro-Palestinian protesters. Which is just fucking insane. And if you are defending that, like, you are a bootlicker. Like, what else is there? Like, go lick the boot. Das Bootlicker. That's you. Like, I don't know. So Hasan Piker has been banned for 7 days for using the phrase rabid ultra-Zionist pigs directed at people defending the use of watch lists to track anti-Israel protesters in the U.S. I'm sorry. What else would you call like they're demonic? What else do you want to? What like what else would you call that? Watch lists for protesters, people who are defending human rights? We have to put them on the watch lists. Oh my god. They're scary. Oh my god. They're defending people with brown skin. Oh my god, what are we gonna do? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Can we get back to like some modicum of sense? Like common sense. I know it's not that common, but like seriously. Like what the fuck are we doing? You are ultra-Zionist. You are rabid ultra-Zionist pigs. You are demonic. You are the worst of the worst. If you are a Zionist defending Israel, apartheid, genocidal maniac Israel, and if you're defending a watch list of protesters, are you fucking kidding me? This is part of the greater plan to force everybody to make you love Israel. You must praise Israel. You must praise Israel. Even though they're committing a genocide, even though they're live streaming said genocide, even though they're committing mass rapes in the prisons, even though they're like starving Palestinians, even though they're refusing to let aid in, even though they are continuing to break the ceasefire every single fucking day. They have done so over 1,500 times now. Like, this is If you want us to stop protesting you, then stop massacring people en masse. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? There's a clip that's circulating on social media right now from the movie, DreamWorks movie, Prince of Egypt. Amazing movie, by the way. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. But there's a part where in the beginning, the Pharaoh had, before Moses was, well, it was right when after Moses was born, the Pharaoh had every young son or baby killed, I believe, murdered. Like I can't remember if it was every young boy or every baby. Either way, he like had them massacred because he didn't want the enslaved people, the Jews, to rise up against the Egyptians. And when Moses learns of this, when he grows up, he goes to his father and he's hugely distraught, especially because he just learned that he was adopted and he was one of those babies that was going to be massacred, and his mother gave him up in order to save his life. And his adopted father, the Pharaoh, who massacred his community and has been enslaving them, treating them like shit, like animals, he comes to Moses and tries to console him and say, "Oh, son, they were only slaves." And Moses has a moment of realization.
Sacrifices. Oh, my son. They were only slaves.
Like, this is not who I thought he was. And just that whole entire, like, that is the sentiment of these people. Well, they're not people, these demons. They don't see Muslims and Arab people as people. They don't see them as human. To them, they're only Palestinians. To Stephen Miller, they're only immigrants. They're not children, they're immigrants. That's a real tweet I saw today. They do not see these people as human. That is why it is so easy for them to dehumanize them and to cheer on the massacre of these communities, because they enjoy it. They like it. They enjoy the cruelty. They are evil, sociopathic human beings who understand that they can't get away with murder, so they like to watch their government do it for them. During the Twitch stream, Hasan speculated that ICE had been tracking Alex Preddy prior to his killing. Two senior national security officials tell me that there are more than a dozen secret watch lists that Homeland Security is using to track protesters, both anti-ICE and pro-Palestinians, Hasan said. Well, it's kind of like hard not to speculate that. Like, it's hard not to think that, since we see clear video of Alex Preddy a week prior to his murder being assaulted by ICE officers to the point where he had a broken rib. And if you don't understand, a broken rib is one of the most painful injuries you can get. Every single time you take a breath, it feels like you're being stabbed in the chest. Like, it is one of the most painful and annoying fucking injuries you can have. There is little to no like respite. Like you can't get like a break. Even sometimes when if you lay down a certain way, something won't hurt. Every time you take a breath, you feel like you're getting stabbed in the side. It's one of the worst uh non-lethal and non invasive injuries you can get. That motherfucker was still out the next week protesting, by the way. Badass. Anyway, mind you, great, just a fucking great human being all around. Unimaginable loss. Like this, an ICU nurse, a fucking badass, fucking standing up for his community, a man who exudes the commandment from God, love thy neighbor, which you fascist fucking pigs don't fucking understand to save your lives. Anyways, it's hard not to speculate and think that ICE tracked Alex Preddy down when we see that video of him getting assaulted, and then the next week he's murdered by them on video. Huge, and assaulted by 10 of them. Like, what do we... That's a pretty easy connection to make in your mind. It was there that Hasan used the two-word phrase that resulted in his ban. The streamer referred to the alleged trackers as zionist pigs, which is not far enough. They're demonic, genocide-loving maniacs, like sociopathic monsters. They do not even deserve the title of human. If you are defending Israel and like going to battle as one of their soldiers in America against people who advocate against the genocide, then you are a monster. Fuck you. Go to hell. I hope it's hot. Like, fuck you. Oh my God. And Israel First Monsters. Oh, good. We're on the same wavelength, Hasan. He was then informed that he had violated the platform's community guidelines. Hasan took to X, formerly Twitter, to express his outrage about the ban. In the post, he took aim at the app's guidelines. You can say Nazi pig on Twitch. You can say Democrat pig. You can say Republican pig. You can say Islamist pig. You cannot say Zionist pig. And I'll also say you can say white pig, MAGA. You can say Christian pig. You can say evangelical pig. You can say whatever the fuck you want. You can say like redneck pig. Like, I want evangelical Christians to ask themselves, why do you give these huge exceptions to Jewish people, even though you are hugely bigoted in every other alley of your life? Why are these Jewish people so special? I forgot. They need to be in Israel. So the rapture, right. I'll explain. Just give me a second. I have to work up to it. If you're not already aware, so fucking stupid. So the evangelical Christian movement believes in the rapture. I'm sure you heard about it, rapture talk, when they thought the rapture was coming. Anyways, they think the end of the world is coming, and they believe the Archangel Michael is going to come down, delivering the word of Jesus Christ, and say, like, sound his horn and say, all of you need to accept the word of the gospel. If you don't submit yourself to God, the Christian God, then you are to be left here and you will experience hell on earth, basically. And everybody who submits to God's love, I guess, in this instance, no hate, like Christian love. Let's just say that. If you don't submit to God, then you will be left to experience hell on earth. And in order for all of this to happen, the Jews need to be in Israel to precipitate this. And they fully are aware that Jewish people are not going to accept Jesus Christ and the Christian faith, blah 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 blah, and they're like Christian ethno nationalist fucking vision. Delusions, they're daydream, they're fantasies, like fan fiction. This is fan fiction. Anyways, they're fully aware that the Jews are not gonna like accept Christianity, and they know that they're gonna be left to burn in the fucking apocalypse, basically, be left behind, and they don't care. they don't care. They know you're gonna like die off and be left to burn in hell. They don't care because they need that to happen to get to heaven, to see Zion, their version of Zion. That is why there's so much evangelical Christian support for apartheid Israel, and even Israel to begin with. Like, that is why Ted Cruz is pro-Israel. That is why people like Mike Johnson is pro-Israel. Like, those crazy fucks are all rapture preppers. It's an insane. Like, these people hold government. Like, these people hold power in government. Like, it's crazy. Okay. Anyways. Hasan called out the Apartheid Defense League in the next part of his tweet. He called the organization an arm of Israel's suppression in the West that works with law enforcement and does espionage. He added that it was the ADL that made his two-word phrase a bannable offense. Also, like, that bald-headed fuck Jeff Bezos, like, he's the one who owns Twitch. Like, this is fucking bullshit. Bullshit. Also, he made that two-word phrase a bannable offense. Are we serious? Are we serious? This is like the right is like cozied up. The right wing, the anti-cancel culture crowd, the free speech absolutists are cozied up with the Apartheid Defense League, and this is what they're doing. Like, oh. They honestly think this is how they're going to win favorability from the public, by attacking and silencing pro-Palestinian content creators, people on the left that are speaking up for human rights, speaking up against a genocide. Jonathan Greenblatt's entire job, I mean, his entire mission in life, if we're being real, is to attack pro-Palestinian voices. They have American Defamation League. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You defame people all the time. Like, what are you talking about? Like, if you really had an issue with anti-Semitism, then you would be focusing all of your time on people like fucking, I don't know, Nick Fuentes, Myron Gaines, the motherfuckers who are literally denying the Holocaust on a regular basis. Have you ever seen Myron Gaines not wear that sweater? Have you? I know that shit stank. Like, that shit stank. He has the same shit on every day. He was in the club in Miami in a fucking Holocaust denial sweater. Like, Holocaust denial, part of it aside, well, that's crazy. But like, put that over here and thinking about, like, you're in Miami in a club. Why are you in a hoodie? Like, what? Anyways. And why do you wear the same hoodie every single day? That's weird. You're weird. You're dirty. You're weird. Also, why are you Sig Heiling and you're dark-skinned Sudanese? That whole group of them, who was it? They went to the club. It was like Sneeko, Myron, Fresh and Fit, or what the fuck you want to call him. The little bitch Gaylord. What's his name? Nick Fuentes. The looks maxing guy. Clavicular. That one, and the Tate brothers who just look. Oh my god. Anyways, all wearing their dumbass fucking gay suits. Anyways, Jesus. Hitler is rolling in his grave. I mean, he's rolling. He is. He is. My lord. Is he in a grave? Did they? They should. Did they cremate him? Probably. I don't know. Wherever that motherfucker be, he is ticked off in hell or wherever he is now. I don't know. He is pissed that his movement is being headed by a faggot Mexican twink. Like, fuck off. A Sudanese dark-skinned black man, two biracial black men. Like, who else? A bunch of gay lords. There's just a bunch of gaybos. Like, Jesus Christ. My fuck. I know he is just. Wow. Wow. Affirmative action Nazis. Wow. DEI hit the Nazi party. I wonder if Hitler envisioned this. But it's also kind of like a. It's like. I hate that they're Nazis, but I'm also like. I'm glad that Hitler would hate this. That makes sense. Anyways, back to Hasan. Oy. It's not the first time Hasan has been banned from Twitch. In May last year, he was banned after showing an alleged manifesto of Elias Rodriguez, the perpetrator of the Capitol Jewish Museum shooting. Was it... Why don't they provide context? Was it accidental? Was it... Like, click on it and then it showed... Or... Wait, he just read it? After showing an alleged manifesto? Wouldn't you want... He's reporting on the news. I'm confused by this. I'm not familiar with it at all. I'm familiar with the second one, I think. Or a few of them. I'm familiar with one or two of them that are stupid as fuck. But I've never heard of this. So I'm not going to like speak out of anything. But like he covers the news on his stream most of the time, yeah? So like wouldn't that be part of the news? I get it's like salacious, but it's like Twitch called the action improper handling of terrorist propaganda. What would be the proper handling of it? Like, I don't understand. There's no context provided. Like, in 2021, he was banned for using the word crack. This is the one I have heard of. That's fucking crazy. Excuse me? You're all a bunch of fucking crackers. Like, the fuck? Hello? Whip crackers. That name is derived from the fact when your ancestors owned people. You enslaved human beings. That's your history. Own it, bitch. The fuck? Hello? Like, you're a bunch of fucking crackers. Whip crackers. You fucking... Hello? Oh my god. You fucking pigs. Jesus Christ. You redneck, pink arm pieces of fucking shit. You bubba gut motherfuckers. Go to hell. You cracker motherfuckers. Hasan has not stated when he expects to return to Twitch. However, his previous bans have been for approximately 24 hours. Well, it says 7 days right here, girl. Okay, anyways, I believe he appealed it. It's gonna be like for 3 days. I popped into his stream earlier today, and he had like over 100,000 people in his stream. He was at protests in LA with somebody running for who is going to be running for LA Mayor, Ray Huang. Check her out. She was actually pretty cool. When I was in there for a couple minutes, I was in there. But I don't know why they do this. I saw a tweet today that was like, every time that they do this, he comes back stronger. And it's true. Every time that they do this, they draw more attention to him. And then everybody is like, they either check it out to see for themselves, or they don't know who he is and say, oh, wow, that's pretty cool that he said that. That's based. I hate using that word, but that's what people will say. Like, every single time you do it, he comes back with more viewers. It's so stupid of Twitch that you like the running this ban is such a stupid. It's so stupid. I can't stress to you, just purely from like a business perspective. If we're thinking about this, you are punishing this man for using his free speech over a bullshit fucking dog shit reason for genocide supporters, psychopaths. Like, he's calling sociopathic genocidal maniacs pigs. Oh no! Now you're punishing him for 7 days, censoring him. This man has what, like, millions of followers on Twitch, tons of fucking subscribers. He has a partnership deal with you. You ban him for 7 days. Hasan doesn't have ad revenue. He doesn't have ads anymore. Especially with Twitch now, doesn't have political content ads. So he is not making ad revenue day to day. He makes his revenue through his subscribers on Twitch, which Twitch takes a chunk of. You ban him from 7 days, he's not losing out on any money. If he leaves you, you're losing out on a ton of money. And you are running the risk every single time you do this for an unfair fucking reason. You are running the risk of losing this giant creator who is like, he's constantly one of the top viewed people on that platform. If you go to Twitch, he's on like the front page all the time. Like, he constantly daily has like 30 to 40,000 people, 30 to 45,000 people in his stream at all times. Today, when you banned him and he came back and went on YouTube, your competitor, he had over 100,000 people in his live for a long time. And before I checked in, before I started this video, he was still going a little while ago, and he had like 40,000 people up until he got off. Like, he was even talking about maybe starting streaming on YouTube. Like, that is like big mistake. Huge. That's just stupid. It's just stupid to appease the Apartheid Defense League, Jonathan Greenblatt, for Benjamin Nazi Yahoo's government, for the genocide supporters. You really hate the bag that much? You are willing to risk the bag that much? It's just stupid. Like, it's just, from a business standpoint, it is dumb. Like, dumb. You are risking more than what it's worth. In full stop. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's just a dumb business decision. Like, and it's also, there's a ton of people that already think that parts of Twitch are censored too much and say that you should just come over to YouTube anyways. If you're not going to support your creators, they're going to leave. It's just the truth of the matter. Like, If you're not going to stand by and stick up for your creators, they're not going to feel like you have their back. And if they feel that way, they are going to leave. That's just like simple common sense, babe. Simple common sense. All right, this is fucking ridiculous. Free Hasan Piker. Like this is stupid. Like I'm not like a humongous Hasan fan. I watch him from time to time, but well, honestly, I didn't really watch him that often because I never went on Twitch and I don't really like the platform. It just kind of like it's shitty. I watch a lot of news on my TV. You can't watch Twitch on the TV, I don't think. So I just haven't really been watching him that much because of that reason. I'll check in sometimes if I see a video that he posts every now and then. I'll watch what he has to say, but like Twitch is so stupid. Like you are running the risk. I saw his stream multiple times. It popped up multiple times today when I was scrolling through YouTube because now he's on YouTube. Like you're so stupid. You are dumb. I can't. Not only is it fucking ridiculous, it's just supremely dumb. Even as a self-interest perspective, it's dumb. All right, everybody. Keep your eyes open and have a good night. This is crazy.